Hello and welcome back to exploring the shrines of Hyrule and Tears of the Kingdom. This is the Tajikats Shrine, which is in Hyrule Field. It's really close to a bridge as you leave that initial area, near the southeast portion of your map. This shrine is going to focus on using Ultra Hand to build contraptions. You could also consider it part of a tutorial. So in this shrine, you're going to primarily be building with logs. And to start off in this first area, you're only going to be given one log. You need to use this log to get up. So you're going to pick it up. You're going to need to use the rotate function to rotate the log. And then you're going to set it in one of these grooves. When you do that, you can then run up the log / climb it. And you've made it through the first section. Don't leave that log behind, though. Use Ultra Hand and pick it up. We're going to need it in the next part. In this next section, they give you 2 more logs. As you can see, there's kind of a cubic area of the floor next to you. And it's on a raised slope. We're going to attach the logs to each other. Remember, if you go into the water and have to swim, it turns off your Ultra Hand. So make sure you stay on the land. You might need to rearrange where your logs are, or just change the angle that you're trying to attach them in. As you can see, I'm going to start by trying to make just one big log. And that's going to prove difficult to use because of the sloped nature of the incline that we're sitting at here. As you can see, whenever I let it go, it's just going to roll right off. Ruh-roh. Next, I try to have it be just a long pole that goes next to the wall over there. Not a good strategy as well. It is not tall enough. The water is too deep for that to work. As you're going to see in a moment when I let go of the log. You also don't have enough stamina to swim over and then climb to that. Yep, see, not going to work. So you're going to need to be a little bit more innovative, and you're going to have to take that big log apart. Or I'm going to have to. See, now here I'm going to try to put it all the way on the top, as if that's going to work. It does not. Okay, so now I think I've realized that I'm going to have to deconstruct this log. Alright, I disconnect all the logs, and I'm going to try again. This time I'm going to create a Y-like pattern with the logs. When I grab my Y, I spin around, and now the 2 arms of the Y are going to rest on the inclined plane, while the third one will rest on the other side of the gap. I let go, and it stays. Make sure you grab onto the log and actually climb it, or you'll fall in the water like I did. Either that, or you do need to use the B button to sprint. That's going to help as well. And we've made it. Don't forget your logs. You're going to need them. So as you can see, I lift up my old logs, and I'm going to combine them with these two new ones that I have here. This one's a lot more simple to cross. You just got a little river, basically. For this, we're going to make a bridge. And by doing that, we're going to take two logs, put them side by side, and then make another row of two logs that can go along with them. Once they're unified, two logs should be enough to cross this gap. So if you walk it forward, you can see two logs does make it across. We can just walk over. You want to make sure you bring all your logs with, however, so we're going to pick up the other one we have. We're going to get on the bridge first after some log rolling. Alright, the final part is a much larger gap, but they give us more logs to complete this with, so we're just going to make a longer bridge. We pick up the logs we already have, attach them. We'll just continue building this bridge out, and then eventually we will have the length we need to get across this gap. A little awkward, but it'll work. Real quick, as you can see, I'm going to test to see if 3 is long enough. It is. So we're going to drop the 3, and we have ourselves a bridge. You can jump on top and just walk across. Now we get to the final part. This time we can't just build a bridge, we're going to have to actually build a contraption. So we're going to take the new log that they've already given us, and we're going to plop them down 3 in a row. You can make boats with just 2 logs, but they are a little bit more stable if you use 3. So I highly suggest using 3 logs. Like I said, you could use 2 if you are limited in your resources. Once your logs are attached, you're going to want to attach fans, which they have provided. You're going to want to make sure that they are facing the correct way, though. The correct way is with the circular fan part facing backwards, which is correct here the way I have it. So that way, that direction needs to be facing away from the direction you want to go. And now that we have our 2 fans attached, we can pick up our boat, and we're going to move it into the water. It does need to be all the way in the water. It's not going to move if it's only partially there. There you go. Go ahead and hop on the boat, turn around, and whack your fans. The fans will start accelerating, and you will go across the water gap. And you have completed the Tajikats Shrine. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for another Shrine tutorial for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.